Today, we're going to be talking about our favorite wrestling finishers of all time. Each of us are going to come up with a list of 5. We'll probably have some honorable mentions, whatever. But yeah, we're going to talk about our favorites and why we like them, what it is about them. But first, who do I have here with me today? On my far left, I have Sleeveless Joe.
Who you got over here is CountryBoy. CountryBoy, what?
I wasn't sure if that was Hulk Hogan or Macho Man.
I was just doing a voice, dude.
It's
It's my wrestling voice. It's not anyone specific.
voice.
Jeez.
It's my fault.
I'm original.
It's your wrestling slash Batman voice.
OG.
Where is she?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your hands can't hit, your eyes can't see. I'm LewisLightning.
I am the best there ever was.
Oh, man. Already fucked.
Best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the best there ever is.
Oh, man.
You suck. I'm terrible. Yeah. Anyways, I'm MussKeg.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay. Before we get going, we got a shot of Midori because
I like
some green shit.
I think I like it. I had a bottle of it. I had one shot, and then girls drank it. Spilled a whole lot.
Actually, what is that? It's not bad.
Midori.
Melon.
But like,
liqueur.
what's the flavor supposed to be?
Like melon.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully, it's probably
Beer.
honeydew, not fucking cantaloupe. But
Cantaloupe is fine.
Fuck that.
Okay.
I know it's not cantaloupe because then vomit immediately.
All right, so let's kick it off, John. Take us away.
Finisher moves. Oh man, I love the finisher move that comes out of nowheres, right? Those ones, they just, you're like, I don't even know what's gonna happen. This guy's winning the match. All of a sudden, bam! He hits you with his finisher move. Like, what the fuck? Turns it around. So my favorite finisher move, probably of all time, is the spear.
Oh my god! That was on my list.
It's the spear.
Oh!
It's so simple.
Now,
My list is changing.
Question. A lot of these finishers are replicated by people.
Yeah.
Give me your favorite
I'm
spear.
giving you Edge's spear. Edge's spear.
Nice.
You know what? Yeah,
It's-
a little
it's-
gift
he
right down
flew,
below,
right?
hopefully,
He
of
flew.
him folding a guy in half when he spears a guy.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say Goldberg did a good spear too.
I was gonna say Edge is like my 50-50.
Rhino did a pretty good spear as well.
Yes.
Gore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Rhino and Goldberg
He did.
above Edge.
Because
I
Edge
like
was a
theirs
smaller
better.
looking
You know
guy.
what?
So
I think I'm going personality-wise. I like these guys before.
Well, yeah,
Rhino.
Edge, but
Rhino did do a good spear.
I was gonna say Edge when he got to the PG era. Sometimes it got a little bit weak.
It was a little dumbed down.
Edge was great, but very skinny compared to like
Yes.
Rhino. So the
But
impact
he's
of
just
it.
loved how out of anywhere he's just like boom.
Yeah.
And
All
he
of a
also-
sudden you're like, oh shit.
to give John, to give Edge a point, is he also had the
build-up.
the build-ups.
When he did that too.
You get that crazy.
That was
face,
fun too. And he was like
Yeah.
the crazy face. But I loved when he pulled it out of nowhere. You didn't expect
The
it.
thing is, he didn't always do it either. He did it like.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah, it came
when he
into his
did his
career.
rated R
Yeah.
persona, that's when I remember it coming in.
Absolutely, it
But,
came way into his career.
Great spirit. Used a lot. Used a lot.
I know
But it's a good-
Batista's
I
also
know.
done it.
Yes, a lot of people use it nowadays. Like even I think
Roman
Roman
Reigns
Reigns
uses
does
it,
it,
yeah.
but none of them. They all pale in comparison
No, it
to
became the spear when
Best
I think
thing
earlier on.
Goldberg, I think, was the one they originally called it the spear with.
Maybe.
But Edge, but that was when he's in the WCW. I think.
I'm just going. Edge is like one of my
No,
favorites, so that's why I'm
I
going
agree,
Edge's spear. But the spear, period.
Best thing about it, like you said, comes out of nowhere. Like you can hit it on a guy jumping off the ropes. You can hit it on
I
a
think
guy.
that's gonna be.
turning-
I think that's gonna be a theme for a lot of these.
maybe.
But-
I'm going next.
Yeah, we'll see.
My number 5 pick. Like I've obviously.
5?
Yes, I've already
going
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we going to do 5?
I'm going for my favorite.
Mine
to
wasn't.
these, so.
My first one was my only one in order.
I'm going
The
my
rest of
least
them are-
favorite up. A newer one.
I have an
'cause,
order.
I mean, there's
Wait,
old
no,
lady-
don't do it that way. Do it from
I have
most
no
favorite,
order.
because otherwise,
Oh my god,
Dude, I have no order. That was my first, and then the rest of them
I'm
are like
doing
the
it this
same.
way.
Okay.
Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
I obviously go with ones that I find are most practical, and that's why this one's so low. The Styles Clash.
Oh
It is fucking awesome. It's
cool
Like,
looking.
AJ Styles, yeah, he's a good guy.
it's the setup is hard to do. How do you get a guy to be?
Wrap his arms
Upside
around your legs too.
But
like,
I cannot deny the effectiveness. Like if I picked you up upside down
Yeah.
and I threw my whole body weight on you,
You
as I
gotta
jump
be
face first down.
inventive to think about how you would get this guy in this position,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
You can't be
But-
like, okay, I'm just gonna pick you up and throw you around.
But-
It's gotta be like, okay, you're like bounce off the ropes. I'm gonna fucking do this
Yeah.
or whatever.
That would hurt as hell. If I picked you up and I just jumped on top of your body with my own weight, fuck, that
well,
would.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like slam his whole weight on him, but yes,
Yeah.
Well,
in realistic.
well, yeah, but I mean,
WWE world,
the way
yes,
it's
it does.
supposed to work. Yes, the way it looks to work.
Yes, yes.
That would hurt a fucking lot. Like, I mean, Sweet Chin Music, they get their hand up a lot of times and it doesn't
Dude.
actually hurt.
Come
But,
on, spoiler.
I'm not
Well,
picking
that's
it.
going to be on there. It's on my chest. There's no way nobody's not going to pick Sweet Chin Music.
style-
I'm just saying,
Clash,
why is it ruining
It's
it?
a very innovative move. I think it's a very effective move. The flaw comes in where it's like, how do you execute it? How do you get the guy in that position?
Yeah, yeah. There's
I-
also certain guys where it might be a little harder to do, like huge tall fuckers. Like, how do you flip
Yeah.
them around? Like, how are you gonna get the Big Show around?
And
your-
it's not, as you were saying with the spear, it's not out of nowhere.
no, it's not.
You have to find the time to wrap him up under
It's a
your arms,
setup move.
Get your
Yeah,
legs over
absolutely.
each one.
A lot of times they reverse it halfway through because
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Styles Clash, I find it's effective. I wish they would protect this move a bit more, where guy takes it and they're not going to kick out as often. But I love Styles Clash. It's my number 5.
it's good.
Ironically, you guys didn't. I thought maybe one of my. I was debating 1 or 2 kind of thing, but I'm going to go with the RKO, number
Good.
1.
Good job.
So-
I love it. It's not on my list.
Yeah, so here's the thing about a finisher for me, and you guys have touched on it already twice.
Because it's
It needs to come out of nowhere.
I don't know.
But in my opinion, just as important as out of nowhere, you need a finisher that you can do to anybody. So not just a small like
Like a
I'd like to
spear.
see AJ Styles do the Styles Clash on the Big Show.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
No.
So for me,
Yeah, it's hard.
it's useless to have a finisher if you can't do it on everybody. Otherwise, it's not your thing. How the hell does AJ Styles beat the Big Show? He doesn't
Yeah.
use his finisher. He probably has a secondary one.
Aside from that finisher, he uses a different one.
But still, you
Yeah.
need a secondary, which most start to have now. RKO comes out of nowhere, and now here's the thing.
It's become
I
a
want
meme,
to point. I
too.
want to point
It's
out.
awesome.
I want to point this out
I love the memes of
because you
RKO.
guys might bring it up later. I consider the RKO, the stunner, everything like that to be the similar finisher.
It's better
Yes.
than Stunner.
because they're
I have a
cutters.
counter.
They're called
And it's
cutters.
exactly
Yeah.
And Ace Crusher was, I think, the first one to do it. And technically, Diamond Dallas Page
Page.
did the
That's what I was gonna
did the RKO first. But Randy, with his physicality, made it so much better. And who can not forget his off the top rope RKOs?
Man,
My
Out
only
of nowhere.
My problem with any kind of cutter, like you mentioned, DDP, Stone Cold, is like, why doesn't the guy just push him off? Like that is a counter.
But
to
that's a
lot of it.
counter that happens.
That
all
is
the
a
time.
counter.
What he
It does
does
happen.
Stone Cold, like, is he holding on that much that he's bringing it down?
And-
Like, I feel like you could just hold back and it wouldn't hurt.
Here's
that
my
much.
here's my reason I like the RKO more than the Stone Cold Stunner.
I hate the Stunner.
Is because the Stunner needs the boot and
Wow.
then
it
this.
does.
They,
I never thought the
you
Stunner
said-
was effective. As
That's
shit.
I'm surprised you say that.
I thought the
I
Stunner
agree with that.
sucked.
Yeah.
I hate the
So
Stunner.
RKO fits out of nowhere. It hasn't been used a lot. Like there's some finishers that use the spear as an example. A lot of wrestlers just have it in their repertoire.
They do.
Yeah.
So that's why I like
I
the
know.
RKO a little bit more
RKO
because
is like
it's a
Randy Orton's
finisher.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's
end.
his thing.
It's
Absolutely.
the thing.
Yeah.
So
Definitely, it was on my
rarely
list,
ever
absolutely.
have two people using the same finisher at the
Yeah.
same time.
If you're gonna pick the RKO and the Stunner, like RKO is top because, like I was
I like
saying,
the look too. The
because-
layout. It looks so much cooler.
I think of it practically. Like if someone's gonna make me fall down, I'm gonna hold my head up the whole time, and the Stunner doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
but if you're doing the RKO, I'm falling forwards. I don't really have a choice.
But to your point, the RKO, in my opinion, leaves itself open, which is also another, I feel, a good point of a good finisher, is if there's an escape out of it that
Yes.
can come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Stunner, I don't feel like has as much of an escape out of it because you're really wrenching down
Yeah.
on it. The RKO, the push,
Yeah.
happens quite often. So.
Which to me
does.
is attracting, but yeah.
And,
Anyway.
but you're right, Diamond Dallas Page originally did that. Well, Ace Crusher invented it. Diamond Dallas Page made it popular. Self high five.
Yeah, awesome.
But Randy, with his physicality, that body just laid out, and you're right, it's
Yes.
become a meme. So
Whoa,
Absolutely.
and
I spent a lot of
honestly,
time talking about it, but I
specifically-
think it's really.
I
Specifically,
agree with
Randy
you.
Orton
Yeah.
pulls it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He does.
No one's done it that good.
So anyways, that's my
I love
pick
it.
there.
I love
Uh,
it so much.
My number 4,
Probably speed him up a little bit, sorry.
it's been used
We're going this ways now.
Oh, I thought we were gonna we're not doing the reverse snake draft. I think we go to John now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. If
I'm
you
fine.
want to.
I forgot the order. I
really wanted
I was
to.
trying to cut in. I forgot.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go with a little guy, a smaller guy. You know, a little
Like small, like a
Mysterio.
monkey, like a
A little
monkey.
Mysterio. He's got a little
Oh,
monkey.
six.
He's a Mysterio. He's got that. It's kind of got a whole thing going on though. It's not just the 619. A lot of times he does a little bit of a hurricane or something, and he flips the guy onto their second ropes usually, and they're like, oh, they're just dangling there, like, oh shit, you know what's coming now. 619, booyaka, booyaka!
I like
Rey
it.
Mysterio! And he fucking jumps in through the ropes
that
and kicks the
spin?
guy in the face!
And then what's he finish it off with the
He just-
springboard?
He does like a springboard off the fucking top rope, but like onto their
Hurricane?
shoulders, and then fucking like just knocks him down or something like that. But it's
spillboard splash.
whatever it is. It's awesome. It's always awesome. It's just I love the high flying stuff like that.
It's a setup I can't get into, but I love the move otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot
I'm
to
surprised
build
you
up.
kind of came out of nowhere with that pick for me.
I got
Yeah.
a few picks. I thought this would be a little different from your guys'. Oh, this guy. Well.
That's a great pick. I mean, Rey Mysterio is a legend in the game too.
He
right?
really is, yeah.
Hall of
Probably the
Fame,
greatest
future Hall of
cruiserweight.
Famer.
Would you say Rey
Absolutely
Mysterio
will be.
greatest cruiserweight ever in the biz?
Where does
You know, to my knowledge, probably.
he's at least level if you consider Steamboat on the same.
No, I
Is
don't.
the Steamboat,
Ooh, no, I don't
I
consider
think Steamboat's a little too big for that.
Big
Okay.
bulkier, yeah.
But
Yeah.
then definitely he's
And I
up
also
there.
sort of associate cruiserweight with the Mexican
Well, that's what
culture,
it-
you know. But
Yeah.
but
Also Dragon
I
up
don't
there.
consider Steamboat a cruiserweight.
Yes,
Myself.
The 619, like even like the lead up to it, like I love the hurricane. Even
Well,
if you
yeah.
can do that when he fucking gets the legs around the guy's fucking face and
Yeah.
flips them around, he lands on the fucking ropes.
Hurricane
Like,
for me
holy
is
shit.
the like.
I almost had just Hurricane
Exactly.
on here, but then I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? It usually leads up to the bigger move, is what the Hurricane is.
Yeah.
And then 619 is when he does the fucking swing around, kick to the face.
Okay, cool.
I love
What
it.
is that?
It's just the setup. I've never seen that guys fall to the second rope a whole lot prior to that move.
No,
they
hey,
have,
hey.
but not nearly as much as
You gotta be as awesome as Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it's good in its own way.
I love it.
it.
I love it. Okay.
I'm gonna go an oldie but a goldie, the choke slam.
Nice.
Oh, you went classic.
Classic.
Fuck.
Oh.
Who's chokeslam? Personally.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
It is between Kane and Big Show. I'm not gonna
Ooh,
get
not
Big
even
Show.
Undertaker.
No.
Whoa! Yeah, I think Undertaker 100%.
Man, like when I
I'd
think of,
actually pick Kane's chokeslam.
I would have taken King too. I would-
when I think of Big Show, he has a great halt.
He's got a
It brings
huge
him up.
hand.
Yeah, he's able to hold him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
When you have a good hold, it's like, oh my god,
But that's not what I want in my chokeslam. I want the motion. I want the
Yeah.
bam.
I think Kane
But-
is the better one.
A big guy, they almost get instantly slapped with the choke slam. It's effective. You're
Yeah.
picking the guy up. So you're Big Show, you're Kane, you're Undertaker, 6 feet, 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
You're holding the guy
Yeah.
8 feet, 9 feet in the
Yeah,
air,
yeah.
and you slam him down. It's simple. It's effective.
It is.
You also
It
have the
is-
counter of the
it's
double. Like
It's the
you
whole
choke
slap
somebody
in
and
the
then they
throat.
choke you.
You're like, oh, they're all worried. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
It
shit.
adds great the
I love that.
It adds great the
Yes.
It does. It does.
I love that a lot. And if you are a wrestling fanboy, you can do it on your little brothers. I know because that's how I learned how you do it without actually hurting.
Tanner.
I did. I learned
tonight.
without hurting someone. I learned how you do
Super
it.
ultraplex.
And so it's fucking awesome just to hold someone up with one hand. It's an impressive looking move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it was real, it would fucking hurt to be dropped from 9 feet.
I would point out that technically, here's a question I have: do you guys consider a chokeslam a finisher?
Absolutely.
So, but I would the only guy that I would
Absolutely.
consider it a finisher for is the Big Show, not Undertaker or Kane.
Why not Kane?
Why not
Kane
Kane?
does the tombstone pile driver. So
Sometimes.
He still does this choke slam.
Okay, I
too,
consider-
though.
Okay,
Okay.
but who does it that doesn't use it as a finisher? That doesn't go immediately for a pin?
I would say the only one that I think of uses it as a finisher is Big Show.
I think
But-
they both do.
Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I used to say Undertaker, but he's graduated from that.
Yeah. It's oldie but goldie.
So whose is
what I
your
said.
favorite? Is it Big Show's? Is what you're saying?
I'm not gonna decide here.
Okay.
I honestly, I
Between
don't
the
care.
two.
The move itself is
Yeah.
it's very good.
It's good enough.
We're talking moves. We're not talking rest.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not no sense trying to be surprising here. Sweet Chin Music is my
Dolph Ziggler.
is no. off.
He
Here's my thing about the Sweet Chin Music. There's two things brought up. And I should have mentioned it earlier with the RKO. The build-up that you can do potentially.
Yeah.
Randy with his pounding down.
Oh yeah, tuning up the band. Tuning up the band.
It is overused.
That's what my main flaw.
It is so overused. But I think of so many moments when the best Sweet Chin Music, Shawn Michaels, has used it in the history of the business. Just ending Ric Flair's career, the out of nowheres, a guy come jumping off the top rope, and he does the
top
flip,
rope. That was awesome.
So and again, it meets my out of nowhere. You can hit it on anybody, and you can hit it in a variety of ways.
Yeah,
it's big, and also that you can do it in a build-up way or an out of nowhere way. Yeah. So I know it's very generic, but
it's not always Sweet Chin Music though. It's also known
super kick
as a super kick.
Yes,
other guys have used the super kick.
So when I see Sweet Chin Music,
tuning up the band, that's the Sweet Chin Music.
Okay, so when I see Sweet Chin Music, let me put it this way:
that's
I'm saying any super kick or kick Shawn Michaels does.
Okay, yeah,
and like we talked about the RKO being used by Diamond Dallas Page, etc.
Yeah.
This is one where it's more about the specific person using it for me.
Absolutely.
So that's why I have it so high on my list.
I agree. Yeah. No, if you're seeing Sweet Chin Music, it's Shawn Michaels. It's not just the super kick.
He does this great thing where he almost bent his knee too and like flicked it rather than doing the straight kick, which I notice a lot of guys do when they do the super kick, where they have their leg extend out straight. He always had that like backward bend thing to it. So that's why that's.
And that was my major flaw, is that why can't anyone do this?
Exactly. Yeah.
And we've seen guys do it. Shawn Michaels is undoubtedly the best. I'm not going to argue that.
Absolutely.
I couldn't wear this shirt and not pick Sweet Chin Music, by the way, too. But it still was up there.
Well, I'm not going to say the atomic elbow or anything.
Flying elbow?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Wow, really? You're not?
I'm not. I have better.
There's
better finishers. I'm sorry, Macho.
Well, anyways, that's my
flying elbow.
Fine, so
right below right now.
So you're up, buddy. No.
Oh yeah, right.
I say yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. I'm just saying, like,
you know what?
Flowing.
We do have a weird order. I totally forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Shit. I was actually researching this just before we started here. The
jackhammer.
Not the jackhammer. The one with this very guy.
That's the jackhammer.
No, the fucking
Brainbuster.
Brainbuster.
The Brainbuster. Oh yeah, jackhammer. Sorry.
It's the jackhammer with Goldberg does it.
It is. It's a jackhammer.
So up in the air,
yes,
spin into the, and it was a very unique move when it came out.
Yeah,
and in fact, I don't know anybody that does a jackhammer other than Goldberg.
I can't think of it now. I used to know people.
Maybe
who did
some guy in
the
like
Brainbuster who did the Brainbuster.
Different. That's Coco Beware, but he would just drop them on their head. He wouldn't do the spin.
Yeah,
and so did what's his name, Billy Kidman, I believe also did.
I honestly, I just know the Goldberg version as well.
It's impressive.
I love the fact that you can hold a guy shut completely vertically like that, and then fucking drop him. Like that is, you're holding a guy by his head and by his fucking shorts, basically.
It's a show of strength, almost like a stalling suplex.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, at least when Goldberg does it, it is such a quick change from a stall to a slam.
It is.
That it's like that would hurt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the Brainbuster, the landing on their head, Goldberg maybe twists it more so he lands on their upper shoulders.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to protect the guy still.
It
looks painful.
Yes, it looks painful.
But it's also visually stunning when you hold a guy up. Like you're like 10 feet in the air basically, because if you're 6 foot tall, you got another guy on your fucking shoulder, another fucking 5 feet above you. Like that's 11 feet basically.
Goldberg did it on the Giant, aka the Big Show.
He did it on
him? Really?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Did it on him. Could you?
Okay, because that was going to be my argument against it. Is that can you do it on everybody? That's the rule. If you can do it on the Big Show, you can do it on.
If you're Goldberg, maybe you can.
That's like
the guy's jacked
500 pounds. Like, God damn it! I know he helps get him up, but once he's up, that's 400 pounds. I'm not gonna say 500, but it's 400 pounds he's holding.
That's massive. I didn't know he did that to fucking.
I don't know if Big Show was as big then as he is now.
Doesn't matter. The
but
guy's fucking like 7 feet tall. That's huge.
I remember when I saw the jackhammer. I was like, that is a cool move. It's so cool.
It is.
Goldberg. It was funny. This guy came out of nowhere, and
they built him up.
They built him up, but how did nobody else like see this move or do this move before? That's another thing about it.
Exactly. Sometimes I wonder if Goldberg never got that push in WCW. would he be anything?
No, he wouldn't.
Probably
Absolutely
not.
Like he was not on.
Probably
Like he's
not.
on Flash now. Would he be on Flash?
No.
If he wasn't.
No,
Probably
not.
not.
Have been,
Absolutely not. He'd be a nobody.
And I like him.
You'd be
I
a
like him.
wannabe like old hot football player that washed up. So
Probably. Exactly. So the jackhammer / brainbuster, I guess. Is what it's
No,
called.
brainbuster is different. Brainbuster is when you drop. It's being
Sorry.
called the jackhammer. Period.
Yeah.
The jackhammer.
The
there.
There you
jackhammer.
go.
Okay.
Brainbuster is when you do
You
this
guys
and
confused me.
then you drop it all on their head.
It's similar.
Yeah.
It's just the twist.
You don't
at
do
the
the
end.
spin
The
onto
twist
the-
at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
I like both though.
I did have the spears, my number 3. It was taken. So I'm gonna preempt my submission move
Mine's not in any order. I'm
Nice,
just saying
nice.
this right now.
with another submission move.
Oh, nice.
The Texas Cloverleaf.
Oh, Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko. There's been a
So
few
you
others.
get your legs up, you cross it under, then you hold it,
Seamus.
and then you flip it over.
Can you guys demonstrate it for me? Right
I
now?
could do it on him. Yeah.
I can't picture it honestly.
It's
you guys
like
a lot more.
it's a lot
Imagine
like-
your legs are like this, right?
Yeah.
Cross it under like this, so the knee bends and pulls like this. Fuck off.
It's a lot like
Okay, there's gonna be an image
yeah.
in our video.
it's
I'm
a lot
sure.
like a sharpshooter
Sharpshooter,
done with the arms.
Okay.
Your legs don't get mixed
Arms.
in
Okay.
with it at all. And
Sharpshooter / Boston Crab almost, where you.
yes,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
and that's where it stands out for me. I hate submissions. I'm afraid MussKeg's going to pick one that I don't really like. But I don't like submissions where you become vulnerable. Because with the Boston Crab, when you have the guy locked in it and you're in the final position, you are on your legs. You're standing forwards. Someone comes at you, you can just release. And you can get into a punch, you can get into whatever
Is
you
there
need
a
to do.
possibility where they could flip it around on you though?
No.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so. As soon as they
Because
roll
that's
out of
like
it,
every move nowadays. Like if you have a fucking guy locked in the leg lock or something, they can like flip around on their back.
I
all
don't
of a
wanna
sudden,
bring
they
that
have
up.
to have
It could probably just be the same way Sharpshooter, Boston Crab,
not
anything
saying
works,
any
where
specific
they
move.
pull your legs out and then they swap.
I
That's how
don't.
it
Yes,
works.
I don't want to get too much into that because
Yeah.
it could go into some
Okay.
other.
Oh, I'm
moves.
just wondering. I'm
Okay.
just wondering. Okay.
But yeah, because it left you free.
Yeah.
If say a tag team match, someone else comes to break it in, you could just drop it, and then you're not being attacked. You can do the counter right away.
Okay.
Okay, I get you.
Dean Malenko did it. I know Sheamus has done it. I believe
Dean Malenko's the only guy I know
Fit
doing
Finley
this, so.
has done it.
Yeah, maybe.
But there's been a few. It's not as popular as some of the other
I
ones.
guess if you're Irish,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Dean Malenko.
Well,
But-
Sheamus and Finley.
There's more, but those are the ones that
Yeah.
came to mind off the bat.
It's a good. I always liked it actually a lot when
I
was
liked
growing
it.
up, but
I like it more than some of the other ones. That
I
they
can't
cut down.
picture it.
It's
Sorry.
in here?
I wish I could. Picture
I don't want
I
to jump on
edited
it. I don't want to jump on
I'm
it.
okay, dude. We
That's fine.
got like 2 more picks to go
It's
through.
fine.
So
It's fine. I'll show you later.
So the Texas Cloverleaf. Sometimes not from
Whatever.
Texas. Great move.
Nice. I'm gonna go with another out of nowhere one.
I don't know.
Yeah. The Rock Bottom.
Is it out of nowhere?
Yes, that thing
It
can be
is.
hit out of nowhere. I
Okay.
and again, it fits my criteria that I keep saying. Out of nowhere, anybody could do it on anybody, and you could do a build up to it, or you could just do it out of nowhere. Right?
Yeah.
It's fun. It has a lot of jump. It has a lot of height to it.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good.
And it's
really-
basically like
It's like the Boss Man Slam almost, but I like its variation a bit more.
you're just throwing someone down. Pick someone up, throw them down.
Yep.
That's all it is. Effective.
I like it though.
It's great.
You know, a lot of these moves, if you call it a finisher and it comes out of nowhere, then that's. And I will say this too. Your point about slamming on the ground. A lot of the out of nowhere ones can sometimes look like, oh, it's you just did that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It relies on a lot of support from the other person, etc. So
Well, like so, I would assume we all are on the same page when we say The Rock did it best. There was the bookend. He did basically the same thing. He did the same thing. But like The Rock, like once he got you in there, he like throws the arm over.
yeah,
And then there was a look.
there was that hole. Yeah,
He
yeah,
like, you knew it was coming. He's like, he's ready for it.
yeah,
That was great. He did it so awesome.
yeah. That was
that for?
My shit was his kilter.
By the
don't
way,
know,
I
it's
just want to
weird.
ask one question.
Sorry.
Like, there's one finisher that you guys, if it's on your list, whatever. But I've always considered the DDT to just be like a support move, kind of like a
See,
suplex.
I had it on my list, but is it I don't know if anybody uses it as a
Everybody
finisher.
uses it.
It's because-
Nobody
yeah,
uses it.
yes.
The only guy that really ever used it as a finisher was Jake the Snake
And Ambrose
and-
now.
and Ambrose. But it's still it is a
Yes.
cool finisher. It just
Like, I like Orton's finisher with the second rope drop.
Yes.
that- yeah.
DDT,
Yeah.
but it's still like it's never his finisher. It's still like one of his moves.
and you need
It's in
ropes
his-
to pull it off. But
Yeah.
okay, so that just
Yes.
So that's my pick. So rock bottom.
Okay, and
Now to John.
my next one was I might be stealing this one from Lewis. I'm not sure. Shane O'Mac's. No. Okay.
Cross or
Coast to coast. Coast to coast.
wow.
I love it. And I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Shane McMahon. Honestly,
I am.
I know Lewis is, and I was like, I love his stupid move where he puts a guy in the corner. He jumps from one end to the other and just fucking drops.
Here's a question.
Usually-
you need to have
Usually
a
use a trash can. Usually.
because that makes
Not
it a
every
finisher
time.
in my opinion. Because then you need to be in a no hold.
It's not always
okay.
with a trash can. Usually, it's the best when he has a trash can.
Yeah, or
he
chair.
puts it there, it's something that he can fucking kick his
Slam in
fucking
your
legs
face.
into. And it just looks so epic because he fucking just jumps from
Yeah.
one end of the fucking ring to the other.
He's not a wrestler.
10 feet.
And yet, well, he's a wrestler, but
He's the son of
how
the
did nobody else
owner
think of this
of
move? How did nobody
WWE.
else think
Well,
of this move?
RVD did it before.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Oh, I hate it now. It's stupid.
I think he called it the Van Terminator. And he used to jump from side to side.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm not even like a
Great
big
move. I'm not
Shane
just a
O'Mac
move.
fan. Like, I know Lewis is, and I was like, this is a pretty sweet fucking move. I don't know if I fucking care
Oh,
who
everybody
you
does
are.
love it when he executes it,
Yeah.
right?
Damn
Like, it's a
right.
big deal.
Especially with the trash can. Slams up against the guy,
Yeah.
jumps, and he fucking just legs into the fucking corner, nails the guy.
On a side note, Shane O'Mac is way better in the ring physically than his dad ever was.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, of
yeah.
course.
He could actually wrestle.
Did you see him get dropped from the fucking Hell in a Cell a couple years ago with
maybe
him
not
and Undertaker?
Maybe.
He
Backlash is the one I remember.
tried to jump onto the Undertaker, but he rolled out of the way, landed on the fucking
Announce
the announce table. It's like, what fucking billionaire child does
Does
this?
that? Yeah. He could have been dead.
That is insane.
You gotta
That
give
is
Shane
insane.
O'Mac as much
I
credit
give him
as he
so
can.
much credit for that. That is insane.
Yeah.
And he's jacked too. Like, look at his fucking neck.
Oh yeah.
Shane
These
O'Mac
McMahons have
is-
no neck. They got no necks. They're just all. It's head and then shoulders eventually.
Stephanie is head, shoulders, and then boobs.
I still want to see your boobs.
Yeah.
Shane
Really?
O'Mac.
Haley
I do.
Atwell or
I do. I
Steph's?
do.
I feel like hers are going to be obviously fake.
Haley Atwell before Steph's. But Shane O'Mac.
That's
fuck.
a good pick. Interesting pick, yeah.
Honestly, that move, it gets me. I was looking forward to it. Look forward to it.
Nice.
I didn't want to. I preempted my submission move because he picked my spear, so I went with Cloverleaf. But the ultimate submission move finisher, sharpshooter.
Yeah, should be on the list.
I swear you were gonna take mine.
You know what? It's a little bit like compared to the Texas Cloverleaf, where it's just your arms. You can release it in an instant. You get your legs tied up in there. It's not quite as good.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with the popularity, when you lock that in, that crowd is going nuts. You could be Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could be The Rock.
Yeah.
Once you lock that fucking in, the crowd's like, "Oh my god!"
I think I know
it's
the.
the sharpshooter.
I think I know the answer, but I should ask who sharpshooter is your favorite.
Well, Brett's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lefty sharpshooter.
Interesting thing, Bret Hart did not know how to do the sharpshooter originally. They're like, you need a finisher and you need a submission. So they went, and he's like, fuck. Like, do you know how to do is tequila sunrise?
Are you talking like maybe like Stampede Wrestling?
No,
Or are you talking
WWE.
like WWE Wrestling? Or
WWF.
Oh,
He
yeah,
went
yeah,
and they
yeah.
talked to the only guy he knew who knew how to do the sharpshooter, which was Conan. He asked Conan, how do you do the fucking sharpshooter? And Conan taught him how to do the sharpshooter.
Oh.
So he did not know that originally.
And now his niece, Natalia.
Natalia does it? Yes. I mean, there's a
Owen did it too.
Owen,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
the
sure.
whole heart. It's the
Land-
heart foundation.
Scorpion Deathlock.
I would say it would go
Sting
for my
does it.
order of sharpshooters. It goes Bret Hart, then Sting, and then
Probably
Owen
Sting.
Hart, and then I don't know what Rock maybe. Rock's is kind of weird though because he looks.
It's really loose.
yeah.
But did Lance Storm do it? I feel
No,
like
he did.
Storm
Lance Storm did the one-handed
He did
Boston
the-
crab.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, sharpshooter is so iconic now. You can't ignore that.
It's-
I mean, that set up fucking when Stone Cold was fucking bleeding his face out.
Yeah.
What was he locked in?
Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
And also, it lends itself to good to counters, right? And
yeah,
everything
it's
like
not as
that.
good. I'm saying not as good as the Texas Cloverleaf, where
yeah.
it's just the arms. As soon as you let go, you're done.
Yeah.
This one's like let go, get your arms, legs out,
Yeah.
and then you're good. which
like it.
I don't want to step on anyone's toes. But if you're gonna go with the figure 4,
Nobody's gonna go with the figure.
really, okay, that's what I was afraid of.
It's not
Figure 4, you're prone on your back,
Cannot stand.
and
the
someone
figure
else
four.
can get you. That's my
Yes.
problem.
I had sharpshooter. You took it. I'm good.
Okay.
It's good. I'm glad someone.
So
brought it up.
it's funny. Growing up, I love Bret Hart, everything like that, but it still wouldn't have been my top submission, and I'm happy my top submission is there. The Lion Tamer by
that was mine. That was actually mine.
And it has to be the Lion Tamer, not the Walls of Jericho.
No.
Where he has the body upright.
Yeah, where they're
His
like
knee-
basically straight up.
His knee is like right
Yeah,
into
on the
it.
back.
Their
Yeah,
head
onto
is
their
like
head.
bent backwards, and they're
Like
the original.
that
yes.
is the
Now
is my
it's kind of
favorite.
tamed
It
down.
down.
Lion Tamer
Lion
tamed.
tamed down.
The tamed.
So I mean,
version.
growing up, I always loved the show. I love Bret
Yes.
Hart, but
I'm with you.
I
though.
started watching that Lion Tamer,
Yeah.
and I love, and he can also, when he like really leans into it and pulls back, nothing better. And I don't have too much to say. That
No.
There's only one person I've ever
Simple.
seen who did the Lion Tamer, and it was Jericho. Everybody else did
That
the
was
Boston Crab
honestly,
or whatever.
if you didn't say it, that was gonna be next on my list because I had it on my list too.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a submission, and
Yeah.
that was my number 1 submission. Was
Yeah.
the Lion Tamer.
It's like, if you talk about like out of nowhere, that's like almost 50% of nowhere. Because as long
Yeah.
as you got their lower body,
Yeah.
they could fucking be prone on the mat.
Yeah.
They could be kicking you as soon as they
If you
come up.
jumping at you, catch them,
Yeah.
you can get into them pretty
As
quick.
long as it's not something that's solely upper body attack, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
put it into the Lion
So
Tamer.
I don't want to say too much, but Lion Tamer
No,
for sure.
absolutely. I'm glad you said it because now I don't have to.
Oh.
So now I can see something else.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. Now I can see something from a more recent wrestler, which is probably being changed now. Bray Wyatt. His finisher move, Sister Abigail.
Oh my god, I do not like that move.
Oh,
You
I
don't
love
like it?
that move.
I love it
that
so much. Because it's a setup move. It's another setup move. Where the guy's gonna be like
yeah.
basically dazed, right? You gotta pick him up by his head. You like ranch around, give him a quick kiss, and then slam him
reach.
sideways. Like I love
See,
it.
you can do it on anybody. It can come out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
you don't gotta be a big guy or a small guy or a
So what
medium
don't
guy.
you like about it?
So, I don't know, maybe I'm not seeing it the same way you guys do, but he wrenches his own body into it when he does the twist. And it's like, that twist is totally, like, it doesn't add anything. If you just DDT'd him, it'd be almost the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's what I don't
It
like.
wouldn't be as entertaining.
I know. I am not a fan of moves that, like, you do a 540 splash, like, all you do is spin. It's
Yeah.
basically a frog splash. The
So you don't like
spin-
super kicks then either.
Super kick works, but if you did if you circled around like 3 times before you kicked them, it's like that circling did
Oh,
nothing.
I'm all about
I
the
get you.
embellishment
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So I'm
I
not thinking
love
about the embellishment.
I love the embellishment. I know you don't have to do the whole fucking hold,
Yeah.
kiss, and slam, flip your whole
And he
body
doesn't
around.
always do the kiss, I don't think, does he?
No, not every time. Not every time. But I do love when he does the kiss though because
I
it's like
had it
more
on,
an
I had
insult
it
to
on my
injury.
list. I had it on my list too.
Yeah, it was
so.
more insult to. Honestly, if you didn't say Jericho's move,
Yeah.
I would have said that.
But let's be fair.
But I went to
John and I probably have that on list too because we really like Bray Wyatt.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
the thing.
that's a part
I'm a
of it.
big Bray Wyatt pusher, you know, but that's my last one, anyways.
Yeah.
My last one, man, it was hard coming up with it because there's a lot of variations on this one. So you could say it's a jackknife power bomb in some ways, but it is a power bomb. It is not the jackknife power bomb. It is the outsider's edge, the razor's edge,
Good. I'm glad
the
somebody said
crucifix.
that. Nobody else. Oh,
No, that's good.
Sheamus does, but yeah.
Yeah.
But like when you have him out like that,
Yeah.
and it's almost
And he's
like,
so tall, right, and
Yeah.
lanky. And
but it's almost like
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it other than a slicing motion. You're putting them down, and it's like 2 pieces of metal just contacting.
yeah.
Like jackknife is like you're 180 pounds, bam, you're on the
Yeah.
ground. This one is almost like you're come down at such an angle. It's almost like a cutting motion.
Yeah.
Which is works for
Yeah.
the razor's edge.
Yeah.
The
It was
outsider's
unique.
edge.
When Razor did that, it was like,
And he
What
held
is
him up
this?
too. Like he would hold him up, he'd spin around.
Jesus-esque.
And you got that crucifix type thing. And then he came down, and I haven't seen Sheamus do it.
Hey yo.
But it is so great. Like, oh man.
that's a good one. Sheamus has done it, though. I've seen Sheamus do it, I believe.
That's too bad. 'Cause Sheamus
It's too
sucks.
bad, yeah, I don't like it. Same body style, though, the big tall guy.
Yeah, pasty.
But I mean, there's a lot of
That's
times-
a great pick, though.
There's a lot of takes.
It is.
And it
I
was
love that
unique
move.
at
I
its
actually
time.
really like that move.
There's a lot of takes on the powerbomb. That's my favorite. I mean, the powerbomb itself.
My favorite
great
power
move.
bomb is probably the last ride.
I mean,
from the
Batista
Undertaker
does the best
with
bomb.
the lift
Lift
up,
him up next
and
to
then
him,
down.
Yeah.
2 feet.
Batista bomb's the best bomb. You know it is.
Gut wrench is okay. For
good.
not so big guy.
I get to go to the last one for me, if that's okay. If that's
Oh, I
okay.
thought we did all.
That's my 5.
No, I'm on my last one here.
You started it.
No, I went last.
Okay, well, I'm on
Really?
my 5. Go ahead. I'm done.
We're going another submission. The crippler crossface. Another submission I love because you can hit it out of nowhere. They come running off the ropes, pull their arm down in there, pull back. I just love it. It's such a fun move.
I'm not a big fan of Daniel Bryan, but he's alternated into the yes lock.
Well, that's probably because he had to, because they're like, oh, we can't touch. So Chris Benoit did it best, and don't even.
Could you say that name on
We're gonna get flagged.
the internet? Yeah.
But
there goes our video.
It is great.
Not much to say, but
it's pulling the face away, and then if you have the arm
you
locked,
catch the arm in.
because then you're like,
And the arm is the most important part
It
because
is.
that's how you get most
Wrench.
people into it.
Yeah.
They come running at you. They coming off the ropes. You just bam.
I didn't put it in here. I did like the Rings of Saturn, which also incorporates
he
the
did
arms.
2 arms. Yeah.
So like when you wrench the arms, like it's an arm wrench.
Oh man, we're getting
It
so
is.
late, but
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you guys because nobody else
Go
gave
ahead,
an
report.
aerial. Give an aerial finisher that you love. An aerial.
Oh,
finisher.
I love obviously Macho
flying
Man's
elbow.
flying elbow.
Yeah.
Number 1 for
I'm gonna
me.
pick RVD there, 5-star.
Nice.
Flash.
Shooting flash.
Initially, I was thinking the flying elbow, but I'm gonna give
Flash.
Eddie
Frog splash.
Guerrero's frog
Yeah,
splash.
that's a good one.
And Eddie Guerrero's frog splash.
Yes, no, he does it probably the best.
I thought about Jimmy Snuka, but there's just something about the pump.
Yeah.
And then
I love Frog Splash is classic. It's awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Sweet. Well, thank you very much for being with us on this episode.
Thanks for your patience.
But it's a really fun topic for us.
I'm the LewisLightning on Twitch.
I'm CountryBoy _9 on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
And I'm MussKeg. You can usually find me flying off the top rope on Twitch, PSN, or Twitter as MussKeg.
Subscribe below, please, and like if you like it.
Ring that bell. Ding
Ding,
ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Bam.
Down, down. Welcome to this episode.
Episode.
Stop. You can use
Should we
that.
like